Hi everybody, it's Tommy Jo from Bird Street Studio, and I'm here to do, oh, I forgot to mark these off. I'm here to do day 29 of Dephemerember 2025, hosted by Louisa Heinzel and Barbara at 49 Dragonflies. So day 29 says coin envelope and spilled ink. Well, first of all, I thought I don't have any inks. And then I remembered that many, many moons ago, I bought, I can't remember how it worked, but I bought these sets of the distress inks, and it came with the distress ink. It came with an ink pad, a dauber, paint, distress paint, I guess. I think there were like 5 items, and they were all like, they were released like hickory smoke. So they were all hickory smoke stuff, and I purchased that. And then the next one might have been, I don't remember, ground espresso. So I purchased that. And I never used them. I used them anyways. So I do have inks. And actually, I have some bright colors too, because there were sets of some very bright colors. But anyways, so I pulled out, because I want to stay with neutrals, I pulled out Hickory Smoke, Vintage Photo, and Ground Espresso. Those are the only ones that are kind of like brown or more neutral colors. So I've got those up there. And then I went and pulled some 12 by 12 papers that I want to cut down to make coin envelopes. So I thought we would do that first. So the first thing I want to do is I want to cut this to 6 by 6. And I'm not exactly sure where this little edge falls. So I'm going to move my coffee, or I'm going to spill it. Just a minute. Okay, so I want to cut 6" from this direction here. And then we will cut 6" here and see where that falls. Well, not bad. And I thought I would do this one as well. 6 inches. And we're not going to make all these, but I figured I might as well make a couple different ones. Well, I'm going to keep that for the text. Okay, and then we want to cut 6 the other way. So let's do 6 this way. And hopefully this is 6. Let me just check. Yes. We are so good. We are so good. Okay. Then we'll cut these down, and I should be able to just put these together. Now this paper that I cut is directional. It's got words on it. This paper, however, is really not directional. And that's only going to make a difference when we score and fold. So the next thing we want to do is get our scoreboard out. Now you could just draw the lines if you wanted. It doesn't matter really. And we're gonna, let's see. So if it's directional like this, okay, we want to turn it sideways. And we want to score it 1 inch and 5 inches. And they're gonna fold. Okay. So we want to score at 1 inch and 5 inch. So we'll do 5 inch and 1 inch. Okay, and then we want to turn it back around. Now it's right side up. Am I in camera here? Yes, okay. It's right side up, and I want to score it at 1.5. And then we'll turn it and do 1 3/4. And the reason we have to do 1 3/4 is because that's the side that's going to fold over. Okay, I think I did that right. We'll do 1. And if I did it right, if we did it right, then it should fold and we can do the others. Then what we want to do, can you see the score lines? Okay, we want to cut off these 4 corners. Okay, then you'll see you have a skinnier side and a longer side. Okay, so then we want to fold these in. And then we want to round these corners, or if you have a decorative edge, you can use that. I think we will do 1/2 inch. Do 1/2 inch here, and 1/2 inch here, and 1/2 inch here. Okay, and then we want to take our glue. I'm going to use our Barely Art Precision Craft glue, and I'm going to put a line of glue right down here, and I'm also going to put a line of glue right here on this side. So this glue will catch right along here, and this glue will catch right along here, and it'll hold it together. Okay, and you want to make sure that your glue doesn't seep anywhere in that envelope to close it up. And you can just put something there, like sometimes I'll just do this and then press it. Okay, then in this case we have the text on it, so I know that this needs to be my bottom. I'm going to fold that up, and I'm going to put a little bit of glue. Actually, I could just go right around the edge like this. And then fold that down. And that makes our coin envelope. Okay, so that worked. So we want to go ahead and do a couple more, and I will probably kind of fast forward just through this part. Okay, so they're all scored. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through and cut off all the edges, all the corner pieces. So I've got them all cut, and what we need now to do is to fold and round our corners. So we want to fold our sides in. And what I found, the top doesn't make that much of a difference, but on the bottom, if you just make a very small slanted cut right there, okay, when you, I didn't fold that very straight. When you turn this up, you don't need to round the corner if you don't want. So if you don't have a corner rounder or you're not sure, just cut a little bit of a slant and it makes the envelope look really cool. So what I'm going to do is round the top corner of this one, but maybe I'll do just 1/4 of an inch and see. Oh, I think we need to do 1/2 there. And you don't have to do that. You can just leave it flat if you'd like. But I thought this was interesting in case you didn't have a corner rounder. You could do it this way. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and glue this. And if you look right here, if you can see that, it's not totally even when I fold it. It is at the top, but it's not at the bottom, which just means when I was cutting out the corner, I didn't cut it perfectly straight. So you can trim that off, and you might want to, because when you go to fold this up, if that's hanging down, you wouldn't get a nice neat fold. So just little things like that you can tweak a little bit. In this case, I'm gonna put just about halfway down and across like that. And I'm just gonna hold it for a second. Beautiful. There we go. So I'm going to go ahead and make these coin envelopes, and then I will be back and we'll figure out this ink splatter part. Okay, I'm back and I've got these all folded and glued, and I'm not going to distress them until I know what journals are going in. You know that's how I work. And I was thinking as I was doing it, if you were going to do compartmental making, you could either make your envelopes like this and then put them in a thing, or, I mean, you could cut them, score them without gluing and just lay them flat if you can store them that way, and then pull them when you need them. I don't have place to store a lot of stuff, so they need to be completed. Now, this whole ink spill thing, I was trying to think of how to do that, and one of the things I thought is I have some of this acetate that I could slide in here, because I'm going to try to ink on here, but I don't want it to go through on the other side per se. So I'm going to cut this acetate. I have a couple of pieces, so I think I can cut it in half, and we could do 2. Let's see how. Yeah, it's a little over 12, so if we cut a little over 6, that'll give us 2 good pieces. So I'm going to put 1 in here, and I'm going to put 1 in one of these. Where did I just put it? It's clear. Okay. And I'm going to put 1 in one of these. Oh, I'm kind of nervous. Okay. I have no idea how this is going to work, so I'm going to do it on my glue book. Okay. So what I was thinking was, I took a Ziploc bag and I cut it up. And I have some pieces here. And I thought that I've watched Louisa do that dauber thing, and I don't have it. I don't own a dauber. So we're going to do it with my finger. Oh, you know what? I have a round edge on this, though. I could do this. Okay, before we do that, let's try this on my glue book. If I put some of this on the end of this dauber, and then I doesn't do what hers does, but really that's all we need, is just something that looks like ink, right? Like spilled ink. Does that look like I spilled it? No. Looks like you spilled it would be if it leaned here and then dripped. That's what it would look like. It. I don't know. It didn't splatter because she has more of a rounded. What if I did just my finger and not that? Let's try. Oh, I have a fingernail. I don't know. What if we just put some ink here and, well, that looks better. Okay, we're going to go with it. And I want to do that color on this envelope. So, oh my gosh, this is so messy. Okay. Here we go. Oh. That's kind of crazy. Let's do a different color on this envelope. Let's do vintage photo. That's a lighter. Oh, that's spilled ink. There. There's our spilled. Is that what it's called? Spilled coin envelope and spilled ink. There we go. That's about all the mess this girl can take. So we need to let those dry, make sure our inks are Yuck. Oh no, I gotta go wash my hand. Okay, there is a very good possibility that I have used those inks before and it made a terrific mess like this. And I don't like to get my hands messy, and I even tried to put some acetone on there to see if that would come off, and it did not. So this girl's not a happy camper with that. I don't know how Louisa and Barbara come up with these ideas. So I'm going to take this page off because this is really driving me crazy. It's pretty, but it is driving me crazy. Okay, I'm going to fold it and put it in the back because I could use it as glue paper. Right? Okay. So this is what we have. This one needs to dry. So bear with me a minute and I'm going to dry this. Okay, and I'll be honest with you, as messy as it was, I just love them. But I think the next time all I need to do is maybe, I love the idea. I think the next time I just need to wear gloves. Right? Be smart. Work smart. Okay, I think I really would like to maybe distress these and decorate them. So this one we did in Vintage Photo, so I'm going to distress it in Vintage Photo. Wonder if I could maybe just use the edge. Oh, there we go. And then I noticed that I just tore this right here. So we need to get a piece of washi tape and fix that. Where did it tear? Oh, right here. So that'll work. Let's go ahead and put, since we've got our washi tape out, let's put a piece on here too. Even though it's not torn, I really like that washi tape effect. So let's use this. Oh, I love them. Okay, let's see. I've got some ruffle here. This. Might look good on there, I think. And then on this one, no, I don't like that. put this on here and then add some stuff to it. So, oh, this piece, this washi tape, I think you have to glue it. So I don't want it to come off. It's important because I put that on there because of a tear. So let's there we go. And I want to put this on here. But this one we want to distress in, maybe we'll use tuxedo black. I do not have black soot, so although somebody got me a gift certificate at Bexx for Christmas, we might want to tape this. I don't know, it's holding pretty good. And I was looking and I can get some of the oxides that I want from there, as well as some other stuff for my Copics. So I'm pretty excited. Okay. Oh, these are getting kind of grungy. Let's see what we got. I don't know if I want to add any color to that. Kind of like all this black and white. You know what I mean? I think I'm going to leave that one just like that. I like it. This one, on the other hand, I don't know if I want to add, maybe we could add a butterfly. These are butterflies that I stamped on craft paper and just ripped them out. And I think that if we just take some of this extra paper off, it would be pretty cool to put that on there. Let's see what else we have in here in our little box of stuff that I love to use. I think that'll do it. I just need to glue these on, and I'm going to use my Barely Art Precision Craft Glue. Got to remember how I put them on there. I might not remember. Love it. Yeah, definitely need rubber gloves for this. Do anything with those inks. Oof. Kind of like it up a little higher, but I do like it right down here. Kind of looks like I'm trying to cover up the mess. Right? I think so. The more it looks like you're trying to cover it up, the more it looks like an ink spill. That's what I say. If I want to put this one here, then I want to put this one right about there. So I don't want to do anything with the top part until I figure out where I'm going to put them. So that's our day 29 coin envelope and spilled ink. Okay, I checked my time and it looks like we need to call this a video because we made the envelopes and then we did the splatters, and I don't want the video to go too long. So we're going to call this one a video, and thank you to all my subscribers, past, present, and future. Thank you to all the new people who are watching my videos, commenting on my videos, all my new Dephemerember friends. Anyways, I will see you all in the next video. Thank you so much and have a great day, everybody. Bye-bye.